Alright, so let's get on with our opening of Mugen Black. Starting off with the brand new Digitama Kapurimon as inheritable. During your turn, while this Digimon has blocker, this Digimon gets plus 1k DP. Not the best Digitama to play with Black, I feel, because, I mean, your blockers need power during the opponent's turn, right? Not exactly your turn. Of course, you can say that it can be pretty useful, like allowing your blockers to attack and getting rid of security Digimon without being destroyed in the process and then rebooting afterwards, but I still don't think it's the best choice. Here we have Jazamon. This is the rookie stage of Metallic Dramon, one of two Digimon lines that were exclusive to the Digimon Links game, and the other one being Volcanic Dramon, which we already saw release the entire line in Booster 2. Just like Floramon in Giga Green, this is the 1 cost to evolve but 2 cost to play rookie. And now we have the new version of Agumon as a rookie blocker, although with only 1k DP, no penalty to attacking. Honestly, this is a pretty strong card and nice addition. Like, you definitely want to play this more than Gotsumon, and in fact, if you're going for like a full defensive blocker deck, play both of this with Gotsumon for additional defense. Really strong. And here we have Toy Agumon, but I think this is Black Toy Agumon, right? But technically, as inheritable at the end of your opponent's turn, if during this turn your opponent didn't even attack once with their Digimon, you get to draw 1 card. So this is an interesting new effect that we're getting in Mugen Black. But honestly, considering how much you normally draw in this game, I don't think like this is the best effects or inheritable to run. You'd much rather get effects that really advance your plays and allow you to maintain your field advantage instead. Here we have a new version of Commandramon, which is, as you guys might be able to see here, a member of the D Brigade. So this is gonna go so well with the new Dark Dramon card coming up in Booster 4, which just got released earlier today. Very nice. And we also got a version of Commandramon in Union Impact as well. So with that, we've got 2 versions of Commandramon. So that is like 2 D Brigade Digimon you can use. I'm assuming next booster we'll get the Champion Seals Dramon and Tank Dramon the Ultimate as well. Don't know if we'll be getting a 3rd version of Commandra for even more like D Brigade representation, just to make Dark Dramon easier to use. Anyway, here we have BlitzGreymon technically, and it has the same effect as Toy Agumon from earlier, allowing you to draw a card at the end of the opponent's turn if they didn't attack. Not too great. Jazardmon, the champion form of Jazamon, as we saw earlier. And Dark Tyrannomon, of course, this is the cheap 1 cost to evolve, 5k DP blocker, 2 only, I assume. Yup. And here we have the new virus version of Metal Greymon. When evolved into until the end of your opponent's turn, one of your Digimon gains blocker, so after evolving to this, you can give this Digimon blocker or, well, any other of your other Digimon if you wish to do so. But yeah, I generally feel that as much as Black is supposed to be defensive, this starter deck actually doesn't have that much blocker, so I feel like of the 3 it's kind of the weakest because it just doesn't like concentrate and focus on its mechanics that much. Here we have Metal Tyrannomon in a very absurd looking artwork. I kind of like it though, like the style. And we've got 1, 2, 4 copies of that, I assume, since it's just a vanilla, followed by a new version of Megadramon with a super nice, cool looking new artwork. It's a rare, and that's because as an ultimate, as inheritable, it gives a Digimon blocker. So I think this is the 2nd Digimon in the game to give blocker as inheritable. The first, of course, being Briwe Ludramon in the Ragnalord line, so very exclusive. Very nice to finally get a new Black Digimon that can like give any Black Mega blocker. 1, 2, and next we have Mugen Dramon, the namesake of the deck. When evolved into until the end of your opponent's next turn, up to 2 of your Digimon gain Reboot. So of course this will protect your Digimon from being attacked by the opponent, while also allowing you to like chip in some damage while also being able to block during your turn. And here we have BlitzGreymon, but honestly, I don't think it's that good. I'd rather get like blocker until the end of the opponent's next turn. And here we have the SR for the deck, BlitzGreymon. As base, it has security attack +1, and main, Digiburst 2 until the end of your opponent's next turn. One of your Digimon gets DP plus 4k. I don't think this is that great. Honestly, like, the whole rationale for wanting it to last until the opponent's next turn is so that you can power up one of your blockers, which will then be able to block your opponent's powerful attacks, right? But your opponent already sees it coming. So like, I see like the main like way in which this effect would be used would be just to give like your low power Digimon that power boost to like beat up your opponent's Mega that happens to be rested because they attacked with it the previous turn, which is, I mean, an okay play, but again it doesn't really feed into the mechanic that the deck is trying to run. Not that great, I feel, overall the Digimon in this deck. And the new Yagami Taichi for 2 cost. During the opponent's turn, when your Digimon is rested to use its blocker ability, by resting this Tamer, you can make one of your Digimon active, essentially allowing you to block an additional time. Very strong. Very, very strong. Especially if you've got something like Ragnarlordmon on your field that's blocking at like 14k. Literally, you got 4 Taichis on the field, you have a 14k block 5 times, essentially. Here we have Laser Eye, a new 4-cost option. Up to 2 of your opponent's Digimon de-digivolve by 1 stage. On security, activate this card's main. I guess it's okay for 4 cost, but you definitely only want to use it if there are 2 targets, because for 1 target, it is so not worth it. 4 of that, and here we have the interesting new option card in Uncommon, Genocide Attack, 5 cost. Main, destroy one of your opponent's cost 7 or lower Digimon, and when we say cost 7 or lower, we mean the play cost, of course, not the evolve cost. And on security, activate this card's main. Now this is very interesting because Black has seriously needed some form of effective removal, and while this kind of works, like, it doesn't remove the things that you really want to remove. Like, it works best against like 7 cost ultimates, but we need to acknowledge that there are some pretty good ultimates that have cost 8 too. Especially in like the Ultra-S deck, so not always gonna be the best move to make, I feel, so kind of want to wait for a better card. So just 2 copies of that, and of course the Memory Gauge, followed by the mini rulebook again. That'll be all for Mugen Black. Moving into Venom Violet.